Ladies and gentlemen, disc golf fans, welcome to the epic finale of the 2025 MVP Disc Sports Kansas City Flying Disc Challenge presented by Nexus Disc Golf. After 3 attackable rounds, dodging storms, some slick greens, avoiding bogeys for the most part, and attacking birdies, our lead card and top 6 face the beast, Bad Rock Creek. This Disc Golf Pro Tour monster demands narrow gap hitting and punishes with lots of OB, where a champion will emerge, Bones. We made it.
Booyah, Bad Rock Gold's probably the most challenging course in the city. Looking pretty good after the wide open so far, and we'll see how it goes today for these players. First up here we have Andrew Presnell out of Ozark, Missouri. Always good to see on the final card. Micah Noble out of Appleton City. We got our own Michael Babbitt out of Kansas City, Missouri, trying to get that title for the local guys. And Parker Welck out of Scottsdale, Arizona. Bunch of heavy hitters on this card. I'm excited to see how they attack Bad Rock.
Yeah, we got about 6 players. We didn't see a leaderboard prior, but there's about 6 of us, you included, all hunting for this title. Conditions here today as we start off hole 1, very, very windy day. This is about playing as hard as the conditions as you can here at Bad Rock. Hole 1 is a par 4. You're going to have a layup option that the drone is flying over on the left there. You can attack the long layup on the left here where the drone is flying, and you're going to be attacking a runaway green.
All right, welcome to the 2 o'clock tee time in the MPO division. This is your lead card. First on the box from Ozark, Missouri, Andrew Presnell.
Big shout out to our tournament director, Michael Kruger, getting us started here for the final round. Andrew Presnell tied with Micah Noble for the lead.
Yeah, I can't tell the direction of this wind, but if it's a tailwind, there's more of a chance these guys will maybe try to push it a little farther.
This was a straight headwind.
All right, never mind. Bunch of layups, try to keep them inbounds, and that's perfect shot by Presnell.
From Appleton City, Missouri, Micah Noble.
Micah Noble having a great tournament. Steaming hot round 2. Clean round 3. Poised for a contention of the title here at the last round.
Oh, like Kanye right through the wire on that one.
Third on the box.
And that OB is a little bit off of the water's edge there. Let's see if that's in. Michael Babbitt here. I know Babbitt can get to this basket if he wants to, but I don't think so with this headwind. Little wide there.
Splashdown. OB off the tee.
And finally,
So he will be going to a drop zone across the lake there. Pretty tough upshot for your par. Parker Welck here. That's the perfect stability. Perfect spot. Here's Babbitt from that drop zone. Very tricky shot. Those rocks are all out of bounds there. Perfectly executed. Can't get much better than that, really.
Not an ideal way to start, going OB off the tee. Not too difficult of a tee shot. Great scramble there. Parker getting inside of the circle. Catching a little foliage on the way down. Prime for birdie. Andrew Presnell hanging it out wide right hyzer on his approach shot. Slowing down speed perfectly. Parks it.
Micah Noble, a hair scared maybe, but that's still putting.
I know we've been talking about the cream rises to the top. Bad Rock sure going to expose that.
Yeah, that out of bounds is within 10 foot of the basket there, so these are very nervy putts. Easy make by Parker, though. Great birdie to start.
Babbitt to save his par. Good save.
And picture perfect for Presnell. Hole 2, 359 foot straight uphill. We will be going to the gold basket, which is over the top of this short basket. There is OB long and OB right. It's really a max power drive, trying to get it as close to this rock bullseye as you can. Presnell here, missing those stakes. Yeah, not really a chance for birdie from there. Oh, he's right on the rock. Take it back.
Yep, he's got
It's about 80 foot.
Yep. Parker going with the baby flex out of the hand. Right up the middle. He's going to have a long circle 2 look for birdie.
Yeah, tough hole with this uphill. Plays a lot longer than 359. Micah with that local route on the right side.
Sneaking through.
Oh!
Top skip. Woo!
Man,
Bad Rock
that's
showing some
double
love.
yeah. Babbitt here trying to land it where Micah's at without doing that. He got the height on this one. No rock skip for you.
Elevated green. Makes it tricky with the wind. See Parker contesting a tailwind here, looking for the disc to drop a little bit. Honest bid out of Parker there. Gets it to lay down on the second shelf there.
Man, pretty tough stance here on the side of that hill.
Over the rock. Flip it up there.
Yeah, if you're not about where Micah's at, you don't want anything to do with this putt. Oh.
A little soft for the birdie look out of it right there for Micah, trying to take advantage of the good break. Just comes up short. Babbitt tapping in the par.
Bunch of pars, not a bad score in the win, but kind of one you want to get here before we get to 3 especially.
Challenging hole 3, par 4, 7th hardest hole on the course, especially in the wind. First shot, you want to get through this gap. Anyway, anyhow, a lot of different ways to do it. We'll see how our lead card decides to attack that first gap. Then we're going to be making a left-hand turn. You have a layup through the FPO position on the right, and now we're looking at our green here, which slopes right to left. So a lot of variables to consider. You can see a lot of that wind howling. Prezi choosing to go with the backhand up the middle. Contests the trees, finds the tree. He's going to be sitting somewhere where he scrambles for his par. Parker attacking it with the forehand. Catches the inside tree. Not successful in getting completely out the gap, I don't think. Micah Noble going with the backhand putter shot through the left gap.
There we go.
That's an ideal shot right there. Babbitt electing the forehand. Gets through, but going to be a little bit on that low left side. We'll see what he has to attack his second. Andrew, this is really just a layup to get in position to throw his second shot. Well done. He's going to be looking right down the fairway about 300 feet.
Yeah, you can really see on that turn there, if you're in those woods, it's very tough. And Parker there from a knee, did that one slip OB?
No, it did not. He's going to be on the high side, have a nice hyzer. Babbitt with his second. Looks like it's hyzer and a little bit early. Going to find the OB up the fairway. That's danger.
Yeah, you got at least 400 foot of carry from some of these drives, especially down the hill, and Micah slipping it right over that tall grass. Great hole so far for him.
Yeah, textbook, really. Parker up on the high side. You can kind of see that green, how it slopes right to left. He's wanting to throw a big hyzer.
Lands softly, very good.
Hits the bullseye, scoots just beyond it.
Presnell throwing it down the street.
Calling for the stability. Just in time, over the tall grass. Presnell in position to save his par. Babbitt now throwing his par with an OB stroke. Skips it on in there, maybe just outside the bullseye, and Prezzi's opportunity here for a par. Left side catches.
Yeah, great catch.
Beautiful scramble out of Andrew Presnell there. Micah for a birdie look. Take the lead.
No. Well, at least it didn't slip OB there. Still for par.
Beautiful.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Wish you had that first one back, but par on this hole isn't horrible.
Great discipline out of Micah there to keep focus. Early bogey out of Babbitt.
Still with this many holes left, 3 strokes at Bad Rock is absolutely nothing. Looks like we got a double take here. Presnell in the wind. Oh my.
What a catch.
Beautiful.
He knows it.
Double take sponsored by Blue Sage Payments. Onward to hole 4, 939 foot, par 4. You're just looking to put your first drive about where the shadow of that tree is, somewhere in the middle. Carry your second shot right down this tree line up to this newly tough green. We should have a little more growth on those hills right there, but anything around those rocks after 2 shots is very good. Presnell up first. That's a little hyzer, but fine position. The farther left you are on this hole, just the longer upshot it is. Parker trying to get a little more right. That one looks absolutely perfect. Will it get around? Maybe a little
It looks like it,
pinch.
yeah. We'll find out here in a second if that's pinched or perfect. Micah turning that one over a little bit early. Not the ideal spot you want to be. We'll see what he has here on his second.
Babbitt here, straight into the wind. Good turn on that one. Tough hole with this wind.
Yeah, headwind off the tee. Micah, when you find that bush of trees, it's almost impossible to get out. Just chipping out, getting to the fairway so you can see the basket. Prezzi with his second.
Gotta be from all of 450.
Beautiful shot to throw, really fun. It's going to hyzer out a little bit early.
Babbitt, that's a good angle for him there. Very stable disc. Not a bad spot to be. That's where a lot of them land, just down on that hill.
Going to have a circle 2 look for birdie there. Parker did make the corner enough to work an angle towards the basket. Anheuser out of the hand.
And the darn hill.
Hits the hill. Going to have a chance for birdie from there. Micah looking to get up and down here.
Yep, needs to put this one close.
Hangs it a little high on the right side. Goes a little bit deep. A little bit of some meat left on the bone there for Micah. Prezzi from in the woods for his third. Good scramble out of Presnell. Parker.
Beautiful.
Oh, what a putt.
Yeah, that's all of 80 foot there. What a great putt. And a great start, 2 down through 4. Babbitt want to do the same. Close enough, he'll collect that one. Oh, and Micah. Just a little salt in the wounds there on
Little
that
salt
roll.
in the wounds. Good scramble out of Andrew.
It's kind of the name of the game out here. Keep your pars in check, and it's going to be tough to catch you.
It's going to be real easy to bogey out here and difficult to birdie. So steady wins the race out here.
Gotta do the double take. Perfect height, right in the middle. Doesn't get much better, really.
Parker Welck with our Blue Sage Payments Disc and Deals double take. Welcome back. We're on hole 5, one of my favorite par 4s out here at Bad Rock Creek. Demanding tee shot, true 2-shot par 4. Landing zone is going to be somewhere ideally at the top of this hill. You can also sneak on the inside line as well. Where the drone is flying is taking the outside route and then over the lake. We might see some of our players do it. Very challenging, demanding par 4. If you don't get very far off the tee, bogey is lurking. Parker Welck first off the tee going with the forehand route. Floats it a little bit high. Lands near the base of the creek in the middle there. Can scramble from there, but not ideal. Prezi going with the low inside line. Catches some overhang. Switched his angle, hit a tree. Going to be in the middle. Babbitt going with the forehand flick up the left gap.
Beautiful. Man, that's how you play that drive there.
Micah Noble taking the backhand turnover route. High on the inside.
I love it when that route works. Babbitt with the only one really attacking this hole for birdie. These guys are just begging for a par at this point if you're anywhere near that creek.
Parker, we'll see what he has, but he's going to be left with a challenge to save his par.
Very tough up shot from all those with that uphill run up. A lot steeper than it appears. Parker here trying to get as close as he can for par, and there's too many trees in the way.
Yeah, too many trees, but a great effort.
Babbitt going to the moon. It's a good route. Oh, very nice. 10 foot maybe? Right by that tree. That's a great shot. Micah trying to do the same. Still not a bad position from back there. Presnell taking that straight gap here.
Yeah, snuggles in there nicely on the green. Gets through those guardians. Parker with a nice touchy flick on the approach, lands it right in the bullseye. Great control, great touch out of Parker there.
The hair off by Micah. Oh, a little longer for Babbitt here, maybe 25, and cashes it. What a great birdie. Man, it said 9th easiest hole. This hole is not easy at all. Birdie on this is very, very good.
I'm not sure I believe that stat.
And as you can see, a couple bogeys, a par, and a birdie. Tough hole. Speaking of tough holes, on to hole 6. This requires an absolute mash off the tee, trying to land it as close to this gap as you can, and then you're only halfway there. A flex through the woods, forehand or backhand, cruising past the stump and up here to this basket. Anywhere within 30 foot on this for a birdie putt is a very good shot or hole. Babbitt off the tee first, throwing it into the abyss.
Catches that little tree outside of the gap, kicks him right. Not ideal. Really need to get distance off the tee and access that gap off the tee shot here. Prezi showing a little bit better.
Not bad.
Yeah, he's up there. We'll see what he has for a second. Parker looking to get somewhere close, if not a little bit further than Andrew. On the high side, going to be looking at the gap.
Oh, and Micah, only thing you can't do, you have to get out this gap or this hole plays very, very long. Trying to recover the best he can. Forehand roller stays out.
Still not past the main gap. Babbitt
No.
short of it here as well.
Looking upwards, or is he? Oh yeah, a little tip of the cap up. Babbitt going up and over this gap. Not a bad idea when you're back there, if you have the power. And
There was a tailwind and it just pushed it dead straight into the fairway of the other hole.
Oh my. Okay.
Not ideal.
Micah, another roller. Parker putting from 350 foot away. Little short on that putt, but in the perfect position for par now.
If that doesn't tell you the difficulty of this hole, I don't know what does. You have to trick shot your second one to find the fairway. Andrew finding some nice distance on his second.
And
Babbitt, yeah, throwing from Narnia. Little Army golf.
Oh,
maybe.
we got some all rights. Must have hit some. There it is right there. Great shot by Babbitt. Parker trying to get up and down and hits that corner tree. Still leaves him about 40 foot.
Oof.
Wanted that one.
Great shot. Prezi for his third. Nice little touchy forehand flick. A little bit of an opposite roll, but inside the circle.
Babbitt, full straddles. Got a tough look here. Full hyzer. Oh, he tried.
He tried. Catches a little tree. That was for his bogey there, so he's going to be tapping in a double.
And Parker, dang, 1 inch short. Micah Noble making sure this one counts. Even for a bogey, you're getting some strokes on people at times on this hole. Presnell, just a hair right. Not what you want when the card's just gifting you one on this hole.
Card didn't handle this hole very well, but it's one of the tougher ones for a reason.
Yeah, first bogey for Presnell there, but Still way in the lead for this card.
Lots of disc golf to play. Hole 7, very fun, 420-foot par 3, straight tunnel shot through the woods, late turn to the right, hit the gap, have a chance for birdie. If you hit early or don't hit the fairway, scrambles are very tough.
Yeah, not to mention that sidewalk wraps the entire hole. Anything that bounces left or right is out of bounds.
Throw a 420-foot shot with a late turn. That's what the hole's asking. Prezi throwing at 420 feet, just left about, well, I don't know, maybe 40, 50 feet.
Yeah, and that one's going to be close to that sidewalk. Some great late turn. It's almost a hole where you're not really trying to park it. You're trying to maybe with the backhand land it 30 foot to the left. Micah, early release, and Babbitt as well with an opposite kick. Any of those kicks at any time can go over that sidewalk and make this thing a nightmare.
Even the scrambles out are a nightmare. Just Micah looking at a wall of trees there.
Babbitt probably with the same, just the other side. A little look here. You can see the basket. Really good recovery there. Micah Noble needs to put this one close.
Woo!
I'd say almost in is pretty close.
Yes. Flash in the basket. That would have been an epic par save there for Micah. Parker from deep.
Oh!
He's just staring it down. He knew that was good. He was enjoying that flight.
Presnell staying in bounds here. Has got a chance for birdie now.
Oh,
man.
Beautiful line. Just a little bit short out of Andrew Presnell. Babbitt with his par save. Beautiful scramble.
Yeah, checking those scorecards. Bad Rock's waking up. This is what happens out here. It's Presnell and Parker dominating the card at even par. On to hole 8. 756 foot. Half in the woods, half out. First shot. We're trying to land it about where this short basket is, where you have a blind shot going up and over this hill. Typical move is either putting one too far right out of bounds on your up, or sometimes landing left in that death bush. Gettable par 4 for all these guys. First shot out the gate is what you need. And Presnell, hits that last tree. I don't even know if the biggest arms there are really birdieing from that position. Parker, same look. Barely missed. Great throw.
Yeah, high up on that hillside. Gives him a much better chance for birdie.
Babbitt, textbook there. Great height on that. It's very particular hole. The higher you throw it, the farther you go, but you cannot hit that tree. And Micah, just a little off today.
Yep, struggling off the tee a little bit to start. Didn't get a horrible kick left or right, so at least he's going to get out the gap on his second, taking advantage of that window, getting to the top of the hill. Par save is still within grasp for Micah.
Presnell cutting the corner a little bit.
He's going to be on the left side behind a big bush. He's going to have a big hyzer for his third.
Babbitt showing how the hole's supposed to be played. We're aiming right at that big tree and
goes long through the tree or in front of it.
Wow.
Was going for the spike into the tree.
Mm-hmm. Like Parker's here, and that's going to be awesome. right in front of the basket, 20 foot. Micah here trying to match that.
Woo!
And he does. Great recovery there after that drive.
Presnell on his third. Bullseye. Great scramble out of Andrew.
Babbitt here looking to get his birdie. He's got that gap. It's a hair low. Tough one. You push that putt behind those bushes and you're never making that comeback putt. Settles for the par though. And that's why these guys are on the lead cards. Some bad shots on that hole, but one birdie, great hole by Parker, and a couple pars. That puts Parker within one.
We are here with Simon line, neutron balance. The first mid-range in the Simon line. If I had to compare it to an MVP disc, I would say a reactor that feels a bit more like a hex, but flies slightly more overstable than a reactor. This is a disc that could really handle anything. Windy days, forehand and backhand. I will get aces with this, I don't doubt that. The Simon line balance, available now.
Here we are, last hole of the front nine of the final round of the Kansas City Flying Disc Challenge. Hole 9, par 3, 268 feet. This is one they want to get. Tight gap shot off of the tee, kind of going into a mailbox slot, so you have to control your height. Once you make it out this gap here, you're going to have a guaranteed circle 2 look, but the more speed that you can have going through that gap, the better chances for birdie. Parker hitting the line perfectly, just a little bit low, getting denied by the rocks in the fairway. Going to take a great shot for birdie for Parker. Andrew lining up his hallway shot here. Looks like a little bit better height. Right on through the gap, scoots it up just outside of the bullseye. Textbook for Andrew Presnell on the 9th. Babbitt stepping up, leaking it left inside. Going to kick left. That's danger over there, Bones.
Yeah, big time. Over the rocks is necessary.
Micah Noble
does just that. Still probably 40 foot away. It looks closer on there, but Michael Babbitt, not where you want to be on this hole. Good shot, though.
Good scramble. Gonna have a circle 2 look to save the par, but showing us how you can take a birdie hole and turn it into a bogey hole. Parker for his birdie look, little touch forehand, just coming up a little bit short. No problem, tap in Babbitt to save his par.
Just dropped in the wind there.
Micah for birdie. Off the top.
Bands will make her dance.
That's a fact.
Not what he wants there.
Andrew Presnell with the birdie, pulling away by 2 here at the Kansas City Flying Disc Challenge on the front 9, finishing 1 down through the front 9. Micah not having the best front 9. Same with Babbitt. Parker kind of hanging in there. He's also 1 down through the front 9.
Real deal.
Andrew Presnell challenging the ceiling beautifully, hitting the mail slot. Park job, Andrew Presnell heating up in the final round.
Man, beautiful day out at Bad Rock. Beautiful scores. What do we got here? GT climbing up a little bit now. Anything can happen on this back 9 though, huh, Babbitt?
Yep. Mixed start through the front 9. Great showing out of Andrew and Parker. Couple other players. GT even, Levi Hancock I saw with a 2 down start through the front 9. It's going to be an exciting back 9. We're going to crown a champion here soon.